Hello, hello, hello. It's Late Night Live. So, it is episode 142 tonight, and I am still working. Had a super, super busy day. Have a huge event tomorrow. Um, I'm still working on my PowerPoint presentation. I am a presenter at this event in the capacity of my other little world of what I call Disnikki. And I'm Nikki, by the way. This is Create with Nikki, and we make art and we live creative. Um, so I am working on my PowerPoint. There's just so much going on in the world. Just for one disclosure here, I do not work for or affiliated for or with the Disney company in any way. I'm just a Disney girl living in a Disney world. Just, oh, thank you. Thank you. Last night, if you go back to last night, it was a little fuller because your girl had a little bit of extensions in. That's just my fun chat. Yeah. So you have to go see the other video. I'll try to send you pictures, Katie. But yeah, so I am working on this PowerPoint. Um, I'm currently at how many slides do I have so far? I have 38 slides to finish up. Sounds like a lot, but it's not that much because there's photographs in it and such. Um, oh, no problem. I'm tired too, but I gotta get this thing done. I've gotta like be at the event at like 8:30 in the morning. So, yeah, thank you, thank you. Um, I might actually have this PowerPoint available on my Disney website for a moment or two. KK. XOXO KK. So, so yeah, so it's a lot. And in fact, Katie, you're in the PowerPoint, by the way. Um, anyway, I do a lecture series every year at this event for the past, I think it's 4 years. I've been doing this lecture series, and this year it's only a 1 day um, panelist talking. No, it's not a panelist. A presenter is what they call it this year. Last year they called it a panelist. It wasn't really being a panelist because I was not on a panel. I did a presentation myself. So yeah, so this year I am considered the a presenter. It's the same as it has been for 4 years. It's not the same exact things because there's so much always changing at Disney, and um, if you didn't know, that's my second home away from home kind of place. So this presentation is going to be about planning and tips and tricks on how to go to Disney on a budget. And I'm at the point now where in the slides I've got everything in there that I want to talk about. Um, but there is so much happening at Disney World here in Florida, and hmm, it's just a lot. It's if you're looking to if you live in Florida and you live close enough to get maybe an annual pass, it's almost time to think about that because so many things are opening and so many things are changing and being added, and um It's a really good deal. They also have some really good deals for Florida residents as well right now, as they do usually every summer. They always have Florida resident deals, but this summer's been pretty good. If you're a Florida resident, I think you can get theme parks. It's 4 days and it's $65 a day per person. That is such a good deal, especially when like the average price for a park ticket is around $135 now, for 1 day, one park. This 4 day Florida resident deal is a good deal. Um, Talking about today. So I'm just trying to get the slides finished for this presentation. So in the presentation, I talk about basically how to maximize your day for the money. Also, how to work the Disney app. Um, the tickets and special offers that are going on. Also, hotels are really good price. You can get anywhere between 15 to 35% off, depending on which resort you stay at, if you're a Florida resident. The Lightning Lane, I'm going to talk about Lightning Lane, but it's not really budget friendly unless you're just one person. If you're just one person going, it's a good deal because you can get a lot done with the Lightning Lanes. But if you have a big group of family going, it can cost a lot of money. I think that the last time, I think there were 6 of us that went, and we all got Lightning Lane, and it was a lot of money. So, I'm just saying, it was a lot of money. Um, and we were there for, like, 4 days, 3 days or something. Anyway, if you're a one person going, Lightning Lane, maybe 2, Lightning Lane is well worth it. And it is worth it if you want to spend the extra money to kind of skip the line. You don't skip completely, you skip all the good stuff. You don't get to see all the pre-ride stuff, which is kind of sad if you get the Lightning Lane. You do have to stand in a line for Lightning Lane, but it is faster. So that's one way to get more out of your trip, um, to maximize your day. You have to spend a little bit more, but you get a little bit more time to do a lot more rides and attractions. Mobile food ordering, I'm talking about that because I think that that's one of the best perks in the app, other than the map and having the wait times listed and things like that in the app. Mobile food ordering saves a lot of time. It doesn't necessarily save you money because Disney is not, we all know it's not, it's expensive. It's not cheap. So if you want to get the most out of your day, do mobile food ordering. Um, it's really great. Other things I'm going to talk about is I was going to talk about annual pass holders and is it worth it? And for me, yes, it's worth it. I think that having the annual pass, you get so many different perks with those, and there's all different levels of annual passes there too. So, um, yeah, that's that's the way to do it. And there's also really great affordable souvenirs at Disney. So you don't have to go in thinking that you've spent all this money to go to the park and you've spent all this money on food and, all of these things. And by the way, you can take your own food into Disney. So just to save you a little money, maybe you want to have, you know, a light breakfast, take some breakfast bars with you or eat before you go, take your own lunch, share a meal, or just plan to have one Disney meal, like dining plan. Dining plans are pretty good. Um, they have a pretty good deal on dining plans this summer too. So anyway, it can be affordable. You just have to know when to go because every day is different pricing. Um, and that's something that is just, it's just kind of crazy. But if you get the special that's going on, that 4-day pass, that's where it's at this summer. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. Um, so this has been my night so far. I got in the studio about an hour ago, and I think it was an hour, maybe an hour and a half ago. But yeah, I do Disney presentations at our local library here, and I do not work for Disney. I just think that if people Disney's not the way Disney's not the way it used to be, where you just buy a ticket and you go and that's that. It is so much more now. It is just navigating the app is one whole I could do a whole hour presentation just on the app. But there's just so much to do. I can show you all the app. I am tired. So the yawning, it's not you, it's me. For sure. It is me. Um, I have a special travel page on my phone that has like I don't know if you sort your phone out the way I do. In fact, you see the spaceship Earth is on the background of my phone. Um, every page or everything when you swipe on here is a different theme. It's the way I set up my phone. So I actually have a whole page just for travel, like all the airline apps that you have to have, the hotel apps or Airbnb app, um, gas gas station app for like Wawa, maybe Uber. So this is the way I set up my phone for everything. So this is I don't know if you can see all the airlines that we use. Um, I also have Disney Plus on here and Netflix because sometimes I'm watching movies when we're traveling. And I have the apps currently for Disney World, Orlando, Disneyland Paris, and also Universal Studios Orlando, all in here too. But the Disney World app is pretty exciting. I haven't turned this on. Um, they did an update. All these apps and all your phone, it all does updates like just random willy nilly. You're like, okay. So we're gonna do an update. And all the parks are closed right now, so you can't see the wait times. It's really not a good time to show you the app. But you can order I don't know if you can see it. Might have to take the light down on the phone a little. Let's see if that worked better. So you can see order food and check out dining availability. You can do so much. You can buy your ticket. You can connect everything with your friends and family that are joining you. The app is where it's at, guys. This is where um, you find out everything that's going on. And the map is so nice as well. So, anyway, um, so that's what I'm doing. And I only do this presentation once a year. Usually, at one point, I was doing 3 times a year, um, but currently, I'm only doing it for summertime. I do it in the month of May for summer because that's what happens here. So, yeah, this is my world right now. There's so much coming to Walt Disney World. They're at Magic Kingdom. They're getting 2 new lands. Like it's the biggest expansion of Magic Kingdom of maybe any of the parks here. It's the biggest expansion since they opened. And it's crazy. They're getting a Villains Land, and also a Cars. It's Cars Land. It's called, what is it called? Let me make sure I tell you. Piston Peaks. Is that what it? I think that's what it's called. Piston Peak National Park, which is basically going to be the Cars adventure. It's going to be pretty cool. And the Villains Land. They are in full construction on that side of the park. They just revised Thunder Mountain, and that just reopened actually last week, late last week or earlier this week. It just reopened. So there's a lot of activity at Thunder Mountain right now. But that's going on. They're even updating the Carousel Progress, which is amazing. I love that, and it's the best place to cool down in the summertime because you can go in there. It's a great little show. It is from the 1964 World's Fair. This was an original ride by Walt Disney. It's a very cool ride. Is it a ride? I think it's more of an entertainment. Anyway, it's amazing. Um, Fun fact, in one of the scenes, there's a little robin bird animatronic. That's the actual animatronic robin bird that was in the movie Mary Poppins. That. So, um, Hollywood Studios, lots of stuff happening there. They're creating and under construction of a Monsters Inc. themed land. The Rock and Roller Coaster is about to open. A lot of things are starting to open in just 4 days. May 26th. Oh, so much is opening up. They're opening up an area they're calling the Walt Disney Studios area at Hollywood Studios. Partially is opening up on the 26th. Rock and Roller Coaster with starring the Muppets, which is really cool. I grew up with the Muppets. In fact, I have a whole Muppet puppets collection here in the studio, by the way. That's opening up on the 26th of May. In 2027, there's a big new land opening in Animal Kingdom called Tropical Americas. That's really cool. They're going to have several new rides. They're going to have a carousel there. I think it's, other than Disney Springs and the original Magic Kingdom, this will be the third carousel in Walt Disney World resorts here in Florida. So that's really fun. Everybody loves a carousel, right? There's Indiana Jones theme coming. There's going to be a Encanto themed ride coming. Now, the Indiana Jones ride is going to be kind of like it's the old dinosaur ride. So it's being redone to Indiana Jones. The Encanto theme area is going to be brand new. Um, that's going to be really cool, but that doesn't open till 2027, so we got time on that. There's a lot of other things. Epcot, there's a new Soarin' ride that's opening the 26th of May. It's called Soaring Across America. And that's debuting because the United States has a 250th anniversary happening. So they have a new themed Soarin' ride at Epcot. Yeah, so there's just so much. I don't even know if I touched on everything. Just crazy. So this was not meant to be a whole Disney vlog, but it is. That's what I'm doing right now. That's my whole world right now. So, yeah, I'm excited. Disneyland Paris is actually getting, well, they just got a Frozen Land, um, that opened up just a couple, maybe a month ago. But they're getting a Lion King attraction at Disneyland Paris. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna have to check it out, but that's gonna be in the future. So, so that's pretty fun to see that happening too. I'm excited about that. There's just so much going on in the Disney company right now that, yeah. They're also getting, in California, they're getting the Avatar, the Way of Water Avatar experience is going to be opening in California. And that's in the future. It's not anytime soon. So, so much. And I have to do a presentation on this tomorrow. So, yeah. So, yeah, there's so much happening. I'm on the website right now and just like even in Shanghai, they're getting a lot of things there. They're getting their fourth hotel, a third and a fourth hotel there. And yeah, Tokyo. I want to go to Tokyo Disney. So there's been it's gonna start 2027. There's a major renovation to Tomorrowland in Tokyo Disney. Like Space Mountain's getting a whole different look. And Space Mountain looks different also at Disneyland Paris. Completely different. It's Star Wars themed, which is really crazy. And the launch is crazy. So anyway, enough about that. Oh, and there's a new park coming to Dubai, by the way. I think it's in Dubai. I don't know. Somewhere over there. Yeah. Lots of stuff going on, and with everything else in my head and things that I have in my head, this is another thing that I have in my head all the time. So I keep track of all of that and I get to share it tomorrow. Just kind of like if you're watching this, you're getting it sort of, but not the whole thing, not the whole presentation. But anyway, there's a lot and I gotta go. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go back to work. And if you were here live with me, thank you so much. If you're new here and you're wondering, what the heck is she talking about? This is just part of my work this week. And yeah. So anyway, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. There's a link on the website here, the QR code. You can find all of our things on createwithnikki.com or tinydoors.org. And yeah, that's our website. You can find out everything that we're doing, places we're teaching, all of that, events we're doing, and such. All happening, all the happenings are on our website. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for you here live tonight. If you're catching us on the replay, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share and let people know that this crazy girl in South Florida talks about a whole bunch of stuff, not just art. Anyway, so good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. I just really appreciate you watching. And we'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Where's the button at tonight? And